I feel like your mic is louder than mine.
That's because I'm loud.
Okay.
All right, before we get started, I have to show you this. Joey?
Yes.
Last time you were here in Utah, these are our 3 staff members here at FanX. You signed their legs with pen. They immediately, all 3 of them went out and had your name tattooed on their legs. Here they are. Show
Where is it? Let me see.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry, guys. I am with you forever.
Joey.
Ever.
Give it up for everybody. Give it a huge round of applause.
I have one. Oh, you want me to sign it now? Like, I'm gonna put it in the place that hurts the most. Now I was wondering if he did that. That's my question. No.
Yeah.
Just don't put it on like the one with the skin like right on the ankle. You know, that's a bad place.
I could put it on the ankle. Ankle feels good.
No, it's the worst.
How did it feel? Did it hurt? Was it not bad? Because you guys have tattoos. Yeah, same. All right, you're tough. Okay, cool.
You got tattoos right on your calf.
I got them all on my legs. I got them everywhere.
Like, which one hurt the most? Got it. Yeah.
I'll just walk like this.
I have one right
Oh,
there.
there's a rabbit.
Dude,
Why don't you?
really ashy.
I know, right?
Is this Utah?
Yes, it is Utah. I scratched it. I got a line.
Oh my God.
But hey, real quick.
Really ashy.
Besides our butts, how come you didn't get the alligator? I got the rabbit.
You know what? That's true. But the rabbit's cool. I mean,
Alligator's cool too.
yeah. It's a crocodile. Jeez.
How we feeling? We're good today?
Hey, I got a question. How many of you actually came to the after party show that Joey and I did in Vegas?
Vegas?
Everybody come? You guys came?
That's awesome. For those of you who didn't know what we did real quick, we'll just give you a little brief summary. It was really cool. It's kind of almost like a Rat Pack idea. We call it the after party. It was me, Nick, AJ from Backstreet, and Wanye Morris from Boys to Men. And we did the show out in Vegas where we sang each other's songs. So it was the coolest thing ever.
It was 4 shows.
Nick made fun of me. It was great.
You made fun of me too.
That's the whole point of the show.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. And how many of you have actually been to an NSYNC concert?
How many been to a Backstreet concert? Good night, everybody.
Hey! Get back here.
Well, the only reason why is because we're not doing anything anymore.
I know. We're on hiatus at the moment. But that's okay.
It's okay.
We're excited to be here, though. Thank you so much for coming and joining us here. We have a booth, too, if you guys want to come take pictures with us, and we'll say hi to you. We're being really personal, you know.
Yeah, it's like, hi, click, bye. They go, ready, bye. And you go,
Joey was holding babies over there, you know.
That's right. You know, shaking babies, kissing hands. That's what we do. It's what we do. But no, it's really exciting to be here again. Obviously, I got to thank Dan and Jeff, wherever they are. I'm sure.
We love you.
Thank you, Dan and Jeff. I've gone how it is my 3rd year. I've been like that in a row, but I've been here 3 years. Is this your?
This is my 2nd, actually.
Second.
I came in 2015. I think that's when we did the movie.
Yes.
Dead 7 as well.
Yeah.
And that
I think it was.
That was the last time I was here.
Oh, no way. But we want to thank all of you. Seriously, you guys have been amazing. Every year we come here, Utah's been so hospitable. So
say that 5 times fast.
And I know we have some questions, so we just rip them. Let's go through them. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. If you want to do that, let's just do it. Because that's what we want to do. What happened?
Okay.
Okay.
We have Lexi here.
Hi, Lexi.
And she would like to know, how did you get the courage to form such a great band and perform so awesome?
Now, is this for both of us?
This is for both.
Okay, you want to go first?
What was the question again?
The courage. I'll start it. The courage to basically be in the Backstreet Boys? Is that what you're asking? Or
To form such great bands.
bands? Okay, well, I mean, listen, it's going on for us like 28 years that I've been in the Backstreet Boys.
Must be nice.
That's why I love this guy. No, 28 years, and it's honestly been a lot of fun. You know, the roller coaster going up and down, you know, putting music out, being on tour, and, you know, just, we have a bond, you know, together with each other. You know, we're brothers, and we love each other, and, you know, we were really, really close to finishing this Christmas record that was going to come out this year, and that was the next thing. but we just didn't meet the deadline, so unfortunately some things unfolded. But to answer the...
I must say, Christmas is very tricky when you're recording stuff because there's a certain window that you have to do, and if you don't meet that deadline, you know, as far as the sales and going out and also the kind of promotion. So, no, I get it, because it's happened a few times to us.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've been in the Backstreet Boys since I was 12 years old, so it's all that I know, and I love it, so and I'm happy.
12? Really?
Yeah, 12. That's when I met the guys.
No
Actually,
way.
it was 11 and a half when we did the first audition with the two guys that got kicked out. And so...
I know.
Well, you knew those guys too.
I know those guys, yeah. I mean, that's how far back, I mean, we've kind of known each other. I knew back in the day when they were starting, when there was auditions, and I heard about this, and I remember actually watching you perform at SeaWorld. It was one of the first performances, I think one of the ones you guys got with Phoenix. Sam.
Yes,
Sam.
yes,
Sam.
and
Sam.
Charles.
And Charles, yes.
Yeah. They're like, who the hell are they?
Exactly, don't worry about it. For me, real quick, to answer that question, you know what? It's just for the love of music and for performing that gave me the courage to do that with a group. And for our story, it wasn't an audition per se, but Chris kind of got the guys together individually. And it's just one of those things where we really blended well together, and we were like one of those things of like, this could be good, this could be fun, but we didn't know how far, honestly, it was going to take us. We had no idea. We started out just like they did in Germany. We were in Germany, Austria, Switzerland for us, it was about 2.5 years. And then when it started being really popular, after grunge and after Nirvana, you know, Backstreet came out, Hanson came out, Spice Girl came out. We came out, kicked the door running, and blew everybody out of the way. Except for Backstreet Boys. I said except.
You paved your way, you know, you paid, that's for sure. But first of all, I love your costume. That's Harry Potter, right? Nice.
Gryffindor, right?
Gryffindor?
Slytherin.
Gryffindor, let's go. Potter?
Next question. Bueller.
This is Devin.
Hi, Devin.
He wants to know, how does it feel to sing on stage?
Ooh.
Come here.
Well,
Come here.
yeah.
Come here.
You want to see how it feels?
Come here. Can we get him up here? Come up here on the ramp. Get over here.
The question is, Joe, which song are we gonna sing? So we gotta compromise here. What? Okay.
Come here. This is not a 4-hour show.
I'm
Let's
totally
go.
down to do an NSYNC song.
You're younger than I am. You can come over here.
Come on, buddy.
Now, here's the deal. You don't have to sing. You don't have to sing, but this is what it feels like. You ready? Just stay right here, okay?
Tell me why
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Sing it, what?
Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say
I want it that way.
Yeah!
that's how I feel.
See what that feels like? How's it feel?
Good job.
Now get off our stage.
And the truth is, it's petrifying.
When you first get up there, like, oh crap.
You know, it's Howie just admitted recently, because he did some new show that's coming out. I can't say what the show is. It's like a dancing competition. And he said, I did, it's kind of like Dancing with the Stars. And he goes, I never want to do that shit again. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I'm sorry.
He said ship.
Part of me. I said,
He said ship.
ship again. I'm so
Holy
sorry.
ship.
But he was scared. He's been doing this for years.
I pulled the dirty words out of him. That's my fault.
Jeez.
I do. It's my fault.
I'm so sorry.
No, he's not.
You can cancel me.
This is Casey right here.
Hi, Casey.
And she says, Joey, you are my first love. You both lived through the golden age of music videos. Can you share an experience from filming one of your videos?
Yeah, when I busted my leg, that was my experience. That was real fun. You know what? Every video was a lot of fun. It's interesting when you play the song or see the video, you kind of remember things that you did or didn't do. I remember there's actually one part, there's a lot of parts, I busted my ass a few times, let's be real. There was one time, if you watch the video, I believe if It's Gonna Be Me when we're the toys, there's a part where we're rappelling off and coming into one of the other things to hit the army men. If you watch that, you will see me swing and slam my butt on the ledge. Yeah, that didn't feel really good.
You fall a lot.
Yes. Well, that was one. There was another time where we were in the turning thing where it looked like we were upside down, and I slid and I slammed into the wall again because I thought it was really cool. If I hang on for a long time, it would be really turning. It would look a cool effect.
Would you say you're the most accident-prone out of the group?
Yes.
Wow. So you wouldn't see Lance just like ever falling?
No, me.
No, just you. Okay.
Just me.
Just making sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it just always reminds, like all the videos were awesome. I mean, honestly, back in the days when we had budgets, there were videos that were $2, $3, $4 million.
Ridiculous. I got a question for you. What is the most expensive video you did?
I don't know. It might have been.
Ours was 2.3 million.
I don't even know how much. I couldn't even tell you.
For larger than life.
I'm not sure. I gotta look into that. It's gotta be me or.
No, I'm telling you, like you probably didn't see the you like.
No, they didn't want to show me probably.
They didn't want to show you. Like, just spend the money.
I threw up.
Ask the questions later.
3 million. Okay, that's right.
Okay, this is Aiden over here.
Hello.
So you both have been on Dancing with the Stars. You've both been on The Masked Singer. Who do you think were the stronger of either of you for competitors?
Me.
On each.
We actually did it in the after party show in Vegas. We did like a little section where him and I competed, and the audience got into it, and they kind of voted, and it was a lot of fun. Honestly, I give Joey a lot of credit. Like, people don't realize he has an incredible voice, and he wasn't featured as much as he probably should have been.
It's okay.
In NSYNC, that's for sure.
I got my money.
Yeah, you did. But,
it's weird because it's like it's actually interesting to watch Nick perform as well, because you see people perform on stage. You never really see them perform next to them. It's a different vibe, which is so cool, because again, when we did this show in Vegas, it was one of those things where we almost like pay homage to each other, because it was like, yo, sing that part, go for it, oh, that's great. And his range and his pitch is ridiculous. It really is.
Thank you.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, no joke, because there's times where I go flarp, that's what I call it. It's flat and sharp at the same time, so it's never really the right note.
Only I would know.
He knows why I'm laughing at that. So, and I don't pick up things right away. It takes me a second. Let's be real here. Hey, fly, shoot, fly. And Nick can just nail it in 2 seconds. And the great thing about him is, as well as when you're singing certain songs, he's able to make it like, I don't know, the word is maybe nasty.
Yeah, what I did on The Masked Singer, when I did the show, I was like, listen, I'm just gonna have fun. It was in the height of the beginning of COVID, and it was like all these literally things that you had to do. You had to put these masks on backstage. It was totally crazy. 12 days of shooting it,
Right.
But I said to myself, I'm gonna go in there and characterize my voice. So say if you were like an actor or something like that, you play different characters. Well, I was gonna try to do the same thing, and that's pretty much what my strategy was.
And he has a low-ass voice, too. The warm-ups when you do it. Yeah, you do. You have a very low voice.
The time of my life.
You singing that to me, Nick?
Now you gotta.
Hold on to you. Yeah, please don't be showing that to people, because then they're gonna say, "Oh my gosh, Nick and Joey are in love, and it's weird and creepy and stuff." So it's all good. Next question.
Okay, this is Cheyenne. And
Deadpool.
Deadpool. She wanted to know what it was like performing Everybody, because it is her favorite song ever.
Well, performing it is always a lot of fun, and it's interesting. We had a couple years back, we did some stuff with Florida Georgia Line, and we were performing that song with them on all the award shows and stuff like that, and it was kind of like brought it back again. But listening to it, because that was 97, when that song came out,
But it still slaps, as we call it.
It slaps, but performing it, it's a lot of fun. There's like choreography that, you know, we could always go back to. That's just like the Bye 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 choreography. You know, we had our own version that people can remember. And the music video really was like, that was another expensive video, but you know, there were sets. Like they had to actually design sets and make them, and it took like a week to get everything all built and stuff like that. So it was a really different time. But you know, we were able to play characters like the Wolf Man, I was the Mummy, you know, and all the guys were different. So that was fun.
I like the Mummy. I like who else?
Who bothered you is the question.
AJ was good with the makeup.
Yeah, because he was the...
Brian looked like a broke-ass wolf. I ain't gonna lie. He was matty hair. You know when you really take the original take on it? He had big old teeth that didn't work.
I think he had like bottom teeth. He looked like a warthog.
It was cool, but I like your stuff. But you know,
yeah. So
just, you know, I'm being honest.
I agree. I totally agree.
I love busting Nick's chops.
The budget and the costumes must not have came through for Brian.
Enjoy the rest of the show, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Tip your waitress. Next question.
Okay, this is Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Her question is for...
I didn't know if that was drawn on because you didn't move it first, and then I saw it, and then it's actually clear. That freaked me the hell out for a second. I'm sorry, that was awesome. You know, usually people have the face when it smiles, and she didn't move until she opened up her mouth. Maybe I could see her mouth. Oh my God. Sorry.
It's crazy. It looks good though.
Her question is for Nick. The Hawaii trip and lunch are forever a dream come true for her. What has been one of the most memorable experiences as a group with a fan, and why from the past 28 years?
It's so hard to answer that question, honestly. Even here, I get a lot of our fans, and I'm sure yours say the same thing. They love coming to the Comic-Cons or the FanX because they get an opportunity to just talk to us. You know, because you see us on like social media, or you'll see us like in a music video, or hear our songs, you know, so it's really hard to answer that question, you know, because every single time I shake hands with a fan, or I give them a hug, or I take a picture with them, it's important to me, you know, to thank them and to just give them every bit of energy that I got, because the only reason we're here is because of those fans, so it's hard to answer that question.
I hate people. Don't like them. Somebody tried me having a baby, I said no. I'm kidding, it's a teasing. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that's even great about FanX and just cons in general. Even for me, really personally, because I know, you know, Backstreet's been still on tour. NSYNC hasn't done anything, it happens. But it's great to get in contact with our fans and people out there. So that's why we love coming to Utah. We love coming to different cities that we wouldn't normally go to on a tour basis per se. I mean, like for me, you know, like I said, I'm not touring anymore. So it's like, hey, I'm here. Thanks for being a fan. Thank you for being a friend.
And honestly, like I said this earlier, I was on like Instagram, and I said, you know, I feel normal at these cons. I really do. I feel, because I'm like, and you're the same way. Like, we're just big nerds, you know. Like, I'd rather put on a costume, you not know who the heck I was, walking out there trying to find Spawn #1. I'm trying right now, you know. Like, I literally, like, I love it. The energy, the excitement, like the cosplay, like everything that we do here is amazing.
I was about to say, the greatest thing about Comic-Cons, and I think even especially FanX, is it brings everybody together, all walks of life. Don't matter who, where, how you are, what you dress, what your gender is, what do you think your gender is, whatever it may be. I think it's amazing because that's what's so cool about it. And everybody, you know, it's almost like a Halloween for the weekend. It's so awesome. And you know, people that make the costumes, I'm always fascinated by it. One time I saw somebody that was dressed up, I can't remember what kind it was, but I was like, man, that's a cool Jedi outfit. And it looked like Anakin Skywalker, you know, Hayden Christensen, when he had the whole black thing. But as I looked closer, it was made out of garbage bags. But it looked awesome. And you go, how the hell did you make that? That's awesome. So it's really cool how creative everybody gets in their costumes. So kudos to all of you that make cosplay and do all that stuff. So. Next question.
Next we have Gio. Nick, you're a gamer. Which game is your favorite to play, and would you ever have Joey on your Twitch as a guest? If yes, what game would you play?
I do have to ask you, do you game? Do you game it?
I do Oculus.
You do?
I'm like Population 1. I play. Ever been in the game? It's freaking amazing. I'm more the virtual reality. I really am. But I played, I did Fortnite, I did a Pro-Am.
Yeah.
Oh boy, was I dumb. I couldn't do anything. And these kids are so fast on the computers, but I'm like, I'll take the controller.
I mean,
But I play.
to answer the question, yeah, I would totally bring them on the Twitch channel. Do you have a Twitch channel? You should start one.
I know I have Twitch.
Because
but
if you get verified, then I can we could do like a side-by-side.
What do you play though?
I love like the FPSs, and then also
That sounds like another language for me. I have no idea, but you gotta teach me. I want to play.
first-person shooter game.
Thank you.
I love all those types of games. You know, I actually beta tested Fortnite, you know, before it even came out, and I went to their studio out in Carolina. And literally walked through everything, saw like what they were doing on the computer screen, saw all the artwork that they had, and I even made suggestions on, you know, how their dashboard was and all this stuff. And I was like, hey, can you like get me like on like a voice? And like, no.
Can I be a character?
I don't care that you're on tour right now and a Backstreet Boy. We are Fortnite.
At least they let you see Fortnite. I was like, hey, you know, I'm Joey from NSYNC. They no.
Yeah. So
Only Nick Carter.
it's hard. Like my favorite games, I have so many, but someone actually told me, because one of my favorite games is called Left 4 Dead. You ever played Left 4 Dead? It's so good. But Valve only makes like 2. They never go for a third one. And I heard that the developers basically took it away, and they're gonna make a third one with an entirely new, different name. And I promise you, like, it's the most fun you'll ever have in your life.
Is it a first-person shooter?
It's a first-person shooter, but it's like more cooperative.
Gotcha.
So we would be like on a team of 4,
Yep.
you know, and then we would just kill a bunch of zombies.
I do love those games.
Shoot the zombies.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. Sorry.
Nick's.
I got carried away. I think I'm gonna go game right now. I miss it.
This is Kayla.
Kayla. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, please.
That was it. Okay.
This question is for Joey. She was wondering, what is the worst thing on Impractical Jokers that you've ever done or they've made you do?
Well, the funny part about Impractical Jokers is when they shoot it, and the first time I ever got to do it is I actually brought my daughter just to watch them shoot the show. And Q goes on and says, hey, you're gonna go in for me. And I said, okay. And we're at the Carnegie Deli in New York City. If anybody's seen the episode, I had to put my hand on this guy's corned beef. But what they didn't show is I had to fork it and eat it. Then there was one time where they gave me this, I had to take the woman's plate when she wasn't even done. And I walked by once, and they do show that, but what they didn't show is I did it 4 times. I had to keep, Joe Gatto kept going, walk back again. But don't give him the plate, walk again. And the lady was almost cursing at me. Because she's like, I said, yeah, I'll get that bread for you, no problem. And then another one was where I had it, what they didn't show this one, is I had to get, they told me it was 2 dudes that were sharing a cheesecake, and I had to get something out of the guy's tooth with a napkin. So I'm literally going, you got something in your tooth right there, and I'm rubbing it out. So, and then the one where I ate his pastrami, when I walked away, they said, don't go over there again. And I said, why? He said, because everything's mic'd, so they can hear them talking. I can't hear them. He goes, the guy said, if he comes over here and tries to eat my cheesecake, I'm gonna stab him in the hand with a fork. So I went, yeah, I'm not gonna go back over there. Lesson learned.
I'm hungry. You just mentioned like 5 dishes.
Hey man, I love food. Yum 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 food.
Yeah.
Yum 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 yum.
What?
Yum 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 yum. In my tummy.
Yeah,
Yummy yummy yum.
yummy, yummy, yummy.
You know we're watching you guys sign language, and this is what we're doing, right? Yep. Okay. Well, just pay attention. Okay, we're good. I'm good.
They got this.
Give it up for
totally
our
fine.
sign language right there. Come on now. They gotta listen and say whatever we say, like butt crack. Did you spell that out? And donkey poo.
So wrong,
That was
Joey.
awesome.
It's just so wrong.
Gosh,
Wait.
I'm so mad kids are here because I'd say a lot more.
I got one. Say, Backstreet's better than NSYNC.
Ladies, you know sign language, right? Turn around and look at me. You know what that is? Turn around, ladies. That's a whole lot of...
Oh, I know. But I thought it was like this.
No. Sorry, go ahead, next question.
This is Ricky.
Hi, little monster.
She said she wants to know, how much do you love to sing?
A lot. I mean, you know what's so interesting though? As you get older, I mean, I've always still sing everywhere, in the shower and everything else, but when I was younger, I think even in high school, friends of ours were annoyed because we would sing constantly. I was singing with 3 other guys in high school, which is really interesting. I don't even know about this. It's my buddy Eric, this other kid Joel, and then Luis Fonsi, who was singing Despacito. He's been my friend since 9th grade. So we were in an a cappella group, but people used to get annoyed because that's all we did in the hallways was sing. But I think that's what made us have that thrive and that hunger, was we wanted to perform. We always wanted to sing. And you know, it's just, music has always been in my house. When I was younger with my dad, I listened to a lot of 1950s doo-wop musical stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Totes.
Awesome.
No, I mean, if you want me to answer the question, I mean, singing is life. I mean, that's, you know, after so many years, and you go through, you know, all your career stages, and you know, you start to realize that, hey, listen, you know, my voice can be used, you know, to help lift people up. You know, you put your voice on a song, and it emotes a feeling, you know, of just a good feeling in you. And you know, you hear some of the stories from our fans out there, and people who say, you know, that we've changed their lives or helped them at a time, you know, of need. And you know, realizing that after 28 years, you know, I'm just happy to be able to still sing, because at least it brings joy, you know, in people's lives.
I think it just brings emotion in general too.
Right.
You know, when you're singing, you can bring so many different emotions to people, which is great. Yeah. Some are good, some are sad, some are what was that, but they're emotions. Next question.
Okay. This is Juliana, and she first wants to thank both of you for being in her first 2 bands ever that she ever listened to. And she would like to know, Joey, what was it like playing in My Greek Wedding?
Well,
It was awesome. It was the weirdest thing. Try to give the short story long. We were trying, NSYNC actually was trying to do a movie with Tom Hanks, which is the Fatone production company. And we actually were trying to do almost like a Beatles help. And we went back and forth on different ideas, and we didn't agree upon certain things, or we pitched Tom Hanks and his company, they didn't agree upon things. And I went in the office one time just to say hi, and there was a woman that we've known, this one woman named Wendy, and I walked out and said, hey, is Tom here? I just want to say what's up. Oh, yeah, he's over here. Because you know what, we're doing a movie, and we have an audition. It's an independent film, and the girl goes, you'd be great for a small part because you're still recording with NSYNC and everything. It's called My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And I said, you can play a cousin, it's a small role, why don't you go audition? And I go, where's the audition? She goes, right here. I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I walked in the room, I auditioned, and I left. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, I ain't getting that crap. And they called me back. And it was one of the coolest, weirdest experiences, because I've done acting before, and you get to know these people, stuff like that. But when I walked on the set for this one, it was literally like this. Here's your mother, here's your father, that's your sister, this is your uncle, that's your cousin, that's your other cousin. You know the lines? Good. Action. And I was like, whoa, okay. And that's what acting's all about. You may never meet that person, but you gotta act like you've been with them you've known them forever. And it was just a great experience. It was a very small independent film, you know, the smaller budget. It was like $5 million to make, but it grossed over 280 million in theaters. It did such an amazing job. We did number 2. Sad to say that Michael Constantine, who was the father in the movie, he just passed away recently. And we're supposed to shoot number 3. And yeah, but I think Nia, who was the writer, she's gonna rewrite it, and we are still gonna shoot the 3rd one. And I'm sure it's gonna be more of an honor to him. And I'm just happy to do it because we're gonna be shooting in Greece. Like, that's what I'm excited about. I'm like, forget everything else.
lucky.
Next question.
This is Natalia.
Natalia?
Joey, what is your favorite Backstreet Boys song? And Nick, what is your favorite NSYNC song?
That's tough.
I mean, we literally just sang a bunch of songs.
Well, I Want It That Way.
And I changed my
Yeah,
original.
I Want It That Way, Broadway, but what? You know what? I'm drawing a blank now. Even in my heart.
Quit playing games in my heart, yeah.
I don't know why. That's one of my favorite songs. I think it's one of my favorite songs. Yeah. We need to do it.
I think This I Promise You is probably one of my favorites. But it's hard because, you know, I know, was it originally written for Richard? Or
No, Richard wrote it.
He wrote it for you?
For us.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So you...
It was for us, yeah, it was crazy, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously I love like originals being written for the artist, so that one is great. And Tearing Up My Heart is pretty dope.
There's too many. There's a lot.
Tearing Up My Heart is really good.
Because it really sucks when someone's like, yeah, you know, I'm such an NSYNC fan, and you're like, well, I would sing a Backstreet Boys song, and they look at you. What do you mean? You're an NSYNC. You don't sing a Backstreet Boys song. I'm a guy. I'm offended. And I'm like, I don't care. I want it that way. And I'm just like, whatever. It's fun. They're great songs. And it's interesting because actually, believe it or not, some of the songs that were written and produced were by the same writers and producers.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of common ground, yeah. It's cool. Next question.
This is Kendall, and this is for Nick. Do you think, let me just.
It's okay. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
I hate it. Because he looks so cute.
Stupid.
Would you let your son go into music?
Well, would I let him go into music?
Someday, potentially.
Well, I think, you know, the goal for my children is to let them just be kids all the way up till, you know, 18, whatever it is, and just watch them, you know, and pay attention to the things that they want, you know, which is most important to me. I would not ever want to push any of my kids into the business, you know, and just let them. I mean, I do know that Odin, and my son Odin, he's not really into music at all.
Yeah, but how old is he?
But I mean, he's 5.
Yeah, so okay.
But I guess because I'm comparing him to my daughter Saoirse, and you know Saoirse like literally like sings. You know, we have this like there's this little box. I don't know what they call it, but it's this like little box, and it has music that comes out of it. You can take these little You take these little figurines, right, and you put them on top, and it plays songs.
Gotcha.
And so she'll actually do it and sit there and like play in her room, close the door, and like leave, go, and she's like 2 years old, like, you know, but it's so cute because she's like she gravitates towards music, you know.
Well, that's I don't think neither of us. I mean, I have 2 daughters, and one's 20 actually now, so she's in college, which is hard to believe for myself because I still feel like I'm 12. But my other daughter too, I never would push them. As much as I honestly would love them to, my daughter actually, I think my older one, when she was a little younger, she kind of wanted to, but I think she didn't really get the bug. It's really weird. We did something where she had this audition, and they hired her to do this thing where she was playing this girl making dog biscuits. I don't know what it was. I'm like the freaking stage dad going, okay, smile. I'm like, I gotta stop. But she did it, and after she did it, I literally asked her, I said, what did you think? Did you like it? And she goes, no. I don't think it's for me, and I went, totally fine.
And that's the whole idea, right?
Totally fine.
Let them try things, and if they want to, obviously you'll be there to educate them, you know, and you know, I mean, singing and all. I mean, we're pretty good singers, you know. We'd be pretty good at teaching them. So, but until then, I want them to just be kids and just enjoy. Literally, they're playing with worms in the, you know, you know. And that's one. But he does love this one game called Garden Warfare. It's called Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and it's so good. You guys know that game? It's so good. And I'm like, I gotta regulate that, man. I'm like, no. Anyways,
next question.
Okay. This is Jenica.
Hi, Jenica.
Was teasing and messing with John Corbett's character in My Fat Greek Wedding as much fun as it was to watch?
Of course it was. The funny part about that is since Neil was the writer, the funniest thing is we were trying to figure out what's not too offensive or dirty, but funny and Greek. Now all of them spoke like a good, like the brother, Louis, Nia, and a couple other people, they spoke Greek, fluent Greek, and we were throwing around different phrases. John Corbett had a couple of colorful ones, but we were thinking all these different things, and then Echotria Hidia came out. That means I have 3 testicles. But That's exactly what I meant. And he told everybody to come into the house, but that's what he said. And it was one of those things where we would literally, when they would say it, we would laugh out loud. And she was like, okay, that's the one we're using. Because we had so many different phrases for it that they finally came up with that one, just because the way it was, for some reason, it rolled off the tongue the way it did. And it was just funny. And again, just like anything, when you're with a family, you always bust each other's chops. You're always busting your cousin's chops and your friend's chops. And especially if your cousin or your sister had a new boyfriend, oh, fair game. Fair game. Next question.
This is track to Nick. It's fun to watch you play on Twitch. Any chance we will see you playing the spiritual successors to Left 4 Dead, titled Back 4 Blood?
You told me about it. Okay, Track. One of the coolest names ever. I'll tell you what, that was so dope. But yeah, like that, I would play that game. You know, the hardest part, obviously, like I'm a father of 3 and a newborn is like, you know, 5 months old, and sitting on and playing video games, as much as I love gaming, I love it, you know, being like present with my kids is more important than anything, you know, being there with them, taking them to the park, you know, spending time, because I'm not going to get that time back. And when we go on tour next year, you know, there might be times when I'm over in another country. So it's really a balance that I'm trying to find, you know. But right now it's most important thing is my kids. But yeah, and it's, you know, it's even harder too. So once they go to bed, I would turn Twitch on and play, but I'm tired after the day with 3 kids. And I can't stay up past like 8 o'clock. You know, it's like the hardest thing ever. I don't know what happened to me.
Speak for yourself.
I don't know what happened.
I tell my kids, go to bed, daddy's gotta play. No, but believe it or not,
It's so hard.
My 11-year-old's like, can I play, Dad? I'm like, no, I'm good. But we play the Oculus, like I said. But yeah, it's really interesting because same thing though, like I'll put my kid to bed and I'll play for about an hour, is what I'll usually start to do. I'll do like an hour or so. I literally try to time myself, because if I don't, I'll be up until 4
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so. But yeah.
No, it definitely is more important, of course, like Nick said, you know, to spend time with your kids. But again, if you have that common ground, you want to play, but his kids are really young. You have plenty of time. Trust me, it goes by fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
So obviously, and I've been in the studio doing some new solo music right now and recording. Thank you. And that's obviously, you got to time all that stuff out too.
Next question. You're welcome.
This is Candace, and she is Team NSYNC. If there was a if there was a rap battle between NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys, who would win?
A rap battle?
Rap.
Yes.
None of us could really rap, I don't think. I mean, we can fake it.
What you know about going out head west, red legs, TVs all up in the headrest.
But that's somebody else's song. Like freestyle, you mean like freestyle rap, right? Hey everybody.
No, she just said rap.
Hey everybody, his name is Nick. I'm not gonna say anything that rhymes with that. The girl on the line was carrying
you love
a plush
his
toy.
name is Joey Fatone. You know what they call him, the fat
one. But that doesn't rhyme. Maybe Fatone and bone. Give a dog a bone. I don't know. I don't know. We suck. Yeah, we'd be miserable.
We're not rappers. Yeah. We're singers. It's okay. I love rap music, but you know.
Yeah, we'll stick to singing. Nick, Bo Big, but never mind.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
Sorry, go.
Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine.
Notorious B.I.G. if you don't know. Okay. Next question.
This is Sarah. As someone who has loved Rent since she was in high school, Joey, I would really appreciate if you hearing you talk about your experience on Broadway as Mark in Rent.
That was awesome. Yeah, I did Rent on Broadway. I played Mark. If you've never seen Rent, whatever. If you have, cool. You know what? My first love was always theater. where I kind of grew up, my kind of thing. So I did Rent on Broadway, I did Little Shop of Horrors, I've done The Producers, I've done 42nd Street, I've done Rock of Ages in Vegas. My new one that I want to do, and I'm actually auditioning for it. I'm not lying, because I just called up and like, get me that audition. They do a Beetlejuice musical, and I saw the show, I saw it, and it's so much fun though.
Otho!
Yeah. No, Beetlejuice, you jerk. You could be Otho with that hair. But the experience with that was really cool because Jonathan Larson, if you don't know who he was, right before his performance, the performance of Rent, he passed away to an aneurysm. And it was actually really interesting because every time they bring a new cast member into Rent, his father would have, we had lunch together, and his dad would talk to me about Jonathan. And it was a cool family in general to be in that show. And then when you really start doing the show, when you really start being in it, your brain just really starts to get like just deep into it for some odd reason. There were times that I was like verge of tears watching, because a lot of times as Mark is the character, he sits on the side. There's one part where Angel is passing away due to AIDS and all this stuff, and you just start watching it, you really start getting into it. It was one of those things, and it was just an amazing, beautiful show to do, because a lot of it had to do back in the day of Musetta's Waltz and the show La Boheme, and that's where some of those songs and that really kind of helped out with Jonathan to come up with these things, and a lot of the melodies were in it too. So it was one of those things where it was just a beautiful piece of music. It was a great thing for people to kind of get into if they're not really into Broadway, because usually it's like, you know, people don't listen to that. So there's more of like a rock opera is kind of what it was. So, but it was an amazing experience. So.
Thank you so much, everybody. Can you give a huge round of applause?
Wait. Before we go.
Oh, wait.
I have to get a picture, like, with them in the background, if you don't.
Here, wait, let's set this up. Pull your phones out, guys, and turn your flashes on. Make it all look like a bunch of stars. That way the photo looks super cool like this. Absolutely. See, there you go.
Ooh, that's
ready? On the count of 3, we'll let them do their selfie. Would you let me take it? Absolutely.
Just send it to me.
All right, guys, on count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh wait, do that one more time, people. Hang on, I'm just taking a picture myself.
Now, what you guys can't see, Joey's actually just doing a selfie video.
I'm doing a video, so thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I know, yo, dude, you gotta send that to me, bro. Just make sure you give me, because I don't have your number.
You got my number.
He doesn't give me his number, I swear.
We want to thank you guys for attending, and we love you so much.
Thank you.
And